My dear students, I hope that you enjoyed our chemistry lab view. In the part second, we see solution and its property. You know very well that we are dealing is matter around as pure. In that we in this part we are going to deal solution and its property. This is the second part, you know very well. And what is solution? You know that solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. For the example, we see sugar in water, lemonade, soda water. Solution have two components. One is solvent and another one is solute. What is solvent? The component of the solution that dissolve the other component in it. And usually this solvent is in the large amount, present in the large amount is called as the solvent. Okay. Second one we see that is solute, the component of the solution that is dissolved in the solvent. The component of the solution which is dissolved in the solvent and usually it is present in the lesser amount is called as solute. We see in example sugar plus water, it gives sugar solution. Okay. Here in this example, sugar is solute and water is solvent, and this sugar we will get sugar solution from it. There are some properties of the solution. First property we see that a solution is a homogeneous mixture. It means it is not going to form separate boundaries. Okay, it is not going to form separate boundaries. Whenever they are going to be mixed, they are uniformly mixed. They are not giving separation boundaries. Okay, in the medium. Second property we see that the particles of the solutions are smaller than 1 nanometer and in diameter, which cannot be seen with our naked eyes due to size. Okay, size of the particle. Third property we see that they do not scatter a beam of light passing through the solution, that is they don't show Tyndall effect. So the path of light is not visible in a solution. We seen activity on it also in part second. I am just revising this. Okay, solution and its properties. Until now we are just seeing the revision of the part second. Tyndall effect says that whenever we are passing light from the medium, the particles absorb that light and gets visible in the path of light, and this is known as Tyndall effect. Okay, we see in the part second. The fourth property, the solute particles cannot be separated from the mixture by the filtration process. Okay, whenever the solution we are going to be filtrated, okay, at that time the particle will not get separate from the solution. Keeping in mind, this is the fourth property. And the last property, the solution is stable and solute particles do not settle down when left undisturbed. When we are going to keep that solution for the long time or short time also, okay, undisturbed, the particles in the solution from that solution will not get settled down at the bottom side. These are the properties of the solution. I hope that you understood about solution and its properties. Now in the part third we will see dilute solution. So first we will see saturated solution. What is saturated solution? Saturated solution means when no more amount of solute can be dissolved in a solution at a given temperature is called as a saturated solution. No more amount of solute can be dissolved in a solution at a given temperature. At the given temperature there is no addition of the solute in that solution. It is called saturated solution. Means saturation level of the solution get achieved, and if we are going to dissolve solute in that solution, the solution will not able to dissolve that solute. It is called saturated solution. Okay, now unsaturated solution means it is exactly opposite with the saturated solution. Unsaturated solution means when more amount of solute can be dissolved in a solution at a given temperature, it is called saturated solution. No more amount in saturated solution, no more amount can be added at a given solute at a given temperature. Okay, in the solution it is called saturated. But unsaturated means we can add solute into that solution and that solution is able to dissolve that solute into it. Okay, it is called unsaturated solution. Let's we will take the one activity regarding this. I have conical flask. It is called conical flask. Now I am adding water in it. Okay. In this solution, I am going to add salt. I am going to add salt. While adding this salt into this water, this salt will dissolve into the water. Okay, I will show you. See it. The solution gets the solute is dissolved in this water. If I want to add salt in this solution, it means in water, it is going to be able to dissolve that salt again in it. Again I am adding this salt into it and it is able to add. Okay, it means it not reaches up to the saturation level. So it is called unsaturated solution. Okay, unsaturated solution. Okay, I hope that you understood. If you want to see saturated solution, one activity, just do it. Just do one activity at your home. Take a salt and small amount of water and just try to add this salt into the water. As one stage will occur, one stage will obtain to you, no more salt will dissolve in that water. That is your saturated solution. If the salt is going to be added, when we are going to add and it is going to be dissolved, then that solution is unsaturated solution. Again, one kind of solution is there, that is supersaturated solution. Supersaturated solution means we have to keep on it on heating. While heating, we have to add solute in it. And then one stage again it will occur, the salt or that solute will not dissolve into that medium. Okay, that solution. And that stage is known as supersaturated solution. By giving heat, if we are going to try to add it, but it is not going to dissolve that solute into that water, it is what? Supersaturated solution. Okay, you understood, my dear students? So we see now saturated solution, unsaturated solution. Now concentration of solution. What is concentration of solution? The concentration of a solution is the amount of solute present in a given amount. It may be in mass or it may be in a volume of solution, is known as concentration of solution. What it is saying, just hear it carefully. Concentration of solution means the concentration of solution is the amount of solute present in a given amount of solution. Amount of solute present in a given amount of solution is called concentration of the solution. Another definition we have, the amount of solute dissolved in a given mass or volume of solvent is called as concentration of solution. It means that present amount, the amount which is present into the solvent, okay, in a given mass or volume, that is called concentration of a solution. Okay, so there are various ways of expressing the concentration of a solution, but we will learn only 3 methods here. We will learn only 3 methods. In that first method, we are going to learn mass by mass percentage of a solution. It is mass by mass percentage of a solution. It is the first method. We can calculate the percentage of a solution. Okay, so percentage of a solution, mass by the mass percentage of a solution we are calculating here. So the formula we have mass of solute divided by mass of solution. What we have to take? Mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. Okay, how we can calculate the percentage? By multiplying 100. Okay. Another way to determine the percentage of the solution by the mass. The second method, mass by volume. It means what we have to do? Mass of solute divided by volume of solution. In the second method, we have to do what we have to do? Mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. Okay. Third method we have, that is volume by volume. It means volume of solute divided by volume of solution into 100. Okay, so in the first method, mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. In the second method, we can calculate percentage of solution, that is with the help of mass of solute divided by volume of solution into 100. And the third method is volume of solute divided by volume of solution into 100. Example, let's try to understand with the help of example. And the example we have, in a solution contain 40 gram of common salt. Keep in mind, just pay your attention. A solution contain 40 gram of common salt. It means NaCl. Okay, in 320 gram of water. How much water is there? 320 gram of water. Calculate the concentration in terms of mass by mass percentage of the solution. Now we have to calculate percentage mass of the solution. Okay, so we having formula, they said already mentioned, in which method we have to calculate mass by mass. So which formula we have to apply? We have to apply this formula, mass by mass percentage of a solution. So we need mass of solute, mass of solution, mass of solute, mass of solution. Okay, it means weight. Okay, so given data in the example, mass of solute, it is which is given. A solution contains 40 gram of common salt. 40 gram of common salt. It means it is what? Solute. We know that very well. What is solute? What is solvent? We know. In the previous video we seen about solute and solvent. Okay. But now here what is given in the example? The given data is mass of solute. Mass of solute given is, that is 40 gram. How much? 40 gram. Mass of solvent. Second thing we have, that is mass of solvent. Mass of solvent is water, that is 320. Mass of solvent is, and solvent is, we have solvent, that is water, and its weight is 320 gram. Now we have to find, we don't know about mass of solution. In our formula, it is asked mass of solution. It is asked mass of solution. Now we are having mass of solute and solvent, but we can calculate mass of solution. So how we know that? When in the solution two factors are there, that is two factors are there. One is solvent and another one is solute. If we are going to combine them, if we are going to adding them, then it will give solution. Okay, so we see. Therefore, what we are doing, we know mass of solute plus mass of solvent. Mass of solute plus mass of solvent. Here 40 gram weight is weight for the salt and 320 it is the weight of water. Okay. So when we are adding it, it will get 360 gram. It will get 360 gram. And now we have formula mass by mass, that is mass percentage of solution is equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. So mass of solute we have, that is 40 gram. Okay. Now mass of solvent we have, but with the help of mass of solvent we can calculate the mass of solution. How we can calculate? Mass of solvent plus mass of solute. Okay. So mass of solution we have, that is 360. How much? 360. When we are calculating, it will get 11.1 percentage. 11.1 percentage will get. I hope that you understood the mass of concentration of a solution and how we can calculate with the help of three methods: mass by mass percentage of a solution, mass by volume percentage of a solution, volume by volume percentage of a solution. There are three formulas. We see only one example. I will give some example for the exercise to you. Okay. So once again I am repeating this. In this part we see saturated solution. Saturated solution means no more amount of solute can be dissolved in a solvent at a given temperature, known as saturated solution. Unsaturated means we can add solute into the solvent at given temperature. Supersaturated solution means we have to heat and again we have to add the solute in that solution, and the stage will occur that solution will not able to dissolve solute in it, and this is called supersaturated solution. After that we see concentration of the solution. The concentration of the solution is the amount of solute present in a given amount of solution. Okay, so it is called concentration of a solution. We see there are three ways, there are various ways, but we see only three ways to calculate the mass percentage of the solution. Okay. So first method we see mass by mass. So in this method we are having formula mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. Second formula we see mass by volume percentage of the solution. In this we have formula for this mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. Third formula volume by volume. In this formula volume of solute divided by volume of solution into 100. Okay, and we see the example which was very easy. In this example, a solution contains 40 gram of salt and solvent we have, that is 340 gram of water. Calculate the concentration of the solution in terms of mass by mass. Okay, and this is your problem. Okay, and how we solve that problem? Given data we have to write first. Mass we have in this problem mass, that is 40 gram salt, and mass of solvent is 320. Mass of solution is, how we can calculate? Mass of solute plus mass of solvent is equal to 40 plus 320. It will be 360, and the mass by, then we applied mass by mass formula and we calculate 40 divided by 3, 60 into 100, and we get 11.1. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Stay home.